The Queen's 8 grandchildren will stand vigil beside her coffin in Westminster Hall for 15 minutes on Saturday night, royal sources confirmed on Friday. The Prince of Wales will stand at the head, the Duke of Sussex at the foot. At the King's request, they will both be in uniform. The other grandchildren will be in mourning suits and dark formal dresses with decorations. William will be flanked by his cousins Zara Tindall and Peter Phillips, the children of the Princess Royal, while Harry will be with the Duke of York's daughters Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie. The Earl of Wessex's children Lady Louise and Viscount Severn will stand near the middle of their grandmother's coffin. The grandchildren, at the King's invitation, are said to be very keen to pay their respects, just as their parents are doing on Friday evening. It follows reports that the Duke of Sussex has been given permission to wear his military uniform at the vigil after palace officials reportedly intervened on his behalf. Prince Harry, who saw action of the front line during 2 tours of Afghanistan, had been denied the chance to wear his military uniform as he is no longer a working royal. Despite being a former army officer, he has been in civilian dress for official events, including walking behind his grandmother's coffin on Wednesday when it was carried to Westminster Hall to lie in state. But reports claim that palace officials have had a change of heart and he will now don the uniform as he joins his brother and cousins in mounting a vigil around the Queen's coffin. An exception has also been made for the disgraced Duke of York, who is no longer a working royal but will wear his military uniform as a special mark of respect for the Queen when he stands guard around her coffin during a vigil with his siblings on Friday evening. The King, the Princess Royal, the Duke of York and the Earl of Wessex will mount guard at the 4 corners of the catafalque in Westminster Hall for the 15-minute vigil. A decision to allow Prince Harry to wear his military uniform during a special vigil in honor of the Queen was last night branded a victory for common sense. It comes after reports claimed that Princes William and Harry are set to take part in a special vigil in honor of the Queen on Saturday. The Prince of Wales and the Duke of Sussex will reportedly join the Queen's 6 other grandchildren in a special 15-minute vigil at Westminster Hall. It is believed the 8 grandchildren will pay respects to the Queen by standing in silence beside Her Majesty's coffin, in a scene which will mirror the vigil of the princes. The special memorial saw King Charles, Princess Anne, Prince Andrew, and Prince Edward stand guard at St Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh earlier this week. Charles, Anne, Andrew and Edward will repeat the vigil at Westminster Hall on Friday night. But it will now reportedly be followed by a separate event by the grandchildren on Saturday. In a further twist, the Duke of Sussex will be allowed to wear a military uniform at the event following a palace U-turn, according to the Mirror. Prince Harry had, up until this point, been prevented from donning military colours, following his decision to step back from frontline royal duties. However, a row erupted following reports Prince Andrew, who has also been banned from wearing his uniform following sexual assault allegations, claims he denies, will be allowed to wear his military colours at the vigil on Friday. Tonight, sources close to the Sussex, speaking to friendly journalists, insisted the palace U-turn did not come following pressure from former serviceman Prince Harry. One such journalist, Omid Scobie, the writer of the couple's biography, today claimed the palace had caved to public sentiment after thousands had complained about the decision to ban him and not Prince Andrew. Meanwhile, a royal source last night proclaimed to the Mirror that common sense has prevailed,